What's up guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here then welcome to our little corner of the internet. Today once again I'm dragging you guys to watch something that I want to watch because very recently my mom took me hiking and we went hiking. There's this spot here in Spain that has like huge I don't even know what it is, kind of like caves, no, not caves, like boulders, mountains, and there's a little kind of hiking trail around the mountains. Maybe I can insert like a video here so you guys can see. And there's also a bridge that is like made out of, it's made out of steel, or you know, like it's, I don't know English today guys, damn, it's made out of metal. There we go. It's made out of metal, but it's kind of like it moves in there, you know. And it was quite scary, honestly, because, you know, being up high on a bridge that's made out of metal, that's moving. They were also building another bridge and something exploded in the building site while we were hiking. I didn't get that on video, but nobody got hurt. But that was crazy. So, you know, I don't know if I trust bridges. But today we're going to be watching a video titled The 10 Most Dangerous Bridges in the World. Let's see, I'll let you know if I'll walk there, but I can already tell you, well, this is not very high up, so I might do that. I wouldn't mind that, but let's see what this video is about.
Imagine driving across a structure where the ground beneath you is nothing more than decaying wood planks, or walking over a river where the bridge sways violently with every gust of wind. Most of us take bridges for granted, viewing them as simple connections between point A and point B. But for some, crossing a bridge is a life-defying gamble. Today we're counting down the most dangerous bridges in the world. From the frozen railing-free crossings of Siberia to the rickety rope bridges of Pakistan, these structures prove that sometimes the journey
It was kind of like this, the bridge, but it didn't have wood.
is far more terrifying than the destination. If you've ever wanted to know what it feels like to walk on a ladder suspended over a raging river with half of the rungs missing, this is your chance. Located in the remote Hunza region of northern Pakistan, the Hussaini Hanging Bridge is often cited as the most dangerous bridge on the planet. It crosses the Hunza River, consisting of poorly secured wooden planks and massive gaps that require a literal leap of faith. The bridge is lashed together with crude ropes and wires, and it sways precariously in the high mountain winds. While a newer, slightly more stable version was built recently, the remains of the old shattered bridge still hang nearby as a grim reminder of what happens when the wood gives way. In July 2022, tragedy struck when a student fell into the river after losing their footing. Despite a frantic search, the fast-flowing glacial waters took their life.
No. Okay. I take it back. I would not walk there. Also, something about me, I am so clumsy. Like, there's a shelf in the front of my house, and yesterday I was putting my shoes on to go outside, and when I was like down, and when I got up, I hit my head on the shelf, and now I have a huge bump on my head. I would definitely fall from that bridge. No, could not do that.
It's only 6 feet wide, it has no railings, and for most of the year it is covered in a thick layer of Siberian ice. The Vitim River Bridge in Siberia is a 1,870 foot long test of nerves. Originally built as a railway bridge but never completed, the structure is now used by locals to cross the Vitim River. The roadway consists of
There's another bridge right next to it that looks way more stable. Oh, maybe that's a railroad bridge. Oh yeah, it is. So you can't drive there, so you have to drive on that. And the wood looks like rotten as well.
old railway sleepers placed over a rusting metal frame.
No, I'm not crossing that river. I would rather swim to the other side than cross this bridge.
There are no guardrails to stop a car from sliding into the freezing water 50 feet below, and drivers are so terrified of the side winds that they often roll down their windows to let the air pass through the car, reducing the risk of being blown off the edge. Known locally as the Oh My God Bridge, this structure looks like it should have collapsed decades ago.
It does look old, but it looks at least a little bit better than the last one.
Located on the road from Jaco to Quapos, the Quapos Bridge is a narrow, single-lane crossing that barely looks wide enough for a bicycle, yet massive 30-ton trucks cross it daily. The bridge is made of loose wooden slats that aren't even bolted down. As vehicles drive across, the planks clatter and fly up, and the entire structure shakes violently. It was originally built in the 1930s by a banana company, and while it has been repaired over the years, the terrifying sounds it makes have earned its nickname.
Why don't you just build a new bridge? I mean, in the 1930s, like 100 years ago. Also, what am I looking at right now? What is that? Is that going up hill? Is that a real thing? Nah, that cannot be real. It looks like a wall.
It looks less like a bridge and more like a vertical drop on a roller coaster. While the Oshima Ohashi Bridge is structurally very safe, its danger lies in the psychological toll it takes on drivers. Due to the need for ships to pass underneath, the bridge has an incredibly steep gradient, 6.1% on one side and 5.1% on the other. From a distance, the incline looks nearly 90 degrees. For anyone with a fear of heights or brake failure, driving up this roller coaster bridge is a heart-pounding experience.
Is the fear of brake failure like a thing? Because I have that. I'm always scared that my brakes will just fail on me. I didn't know that's a thing. Do other people like fear that as well? Is there anyone here who has brake failure phobia?
Standing nearly 1,000 feet above the Arkansas River, a single gust of wind here can make even the bravest soul's knees buckle. For decades, the Royal Gorge Bridge in Colorado held the record for the highest bridge in the world. Suspended 956 feet above the canyon floor, the bridge deck is made of 1,257 wooden planks, and while it is a popular tourist attraction, its height is dizzying. In 2013, a massive wildfire swept through the area, destroying much of the park and scorching hundreds of the bridge's planks, showing that even the most solid structures are at the mercy of nature.
I wouldn't mind that because it looked pretty wide and you can't really see down. If you could see down, I'd be terrified, but I think I'd be fine. I just wouldn't want to look like at from the edges, you know? I can't even go to my own balcony without like being like
They call it the road to nowhere because from certain angles, the bridge seems to seemingly vanish into the sky. Part of Norway's famous Atlantic Road, the Storsundet Bridge looks like an optical illusion. It features a sharp, dramatic curve that makes it appear as though the road ends abruptly in mid-air. However, the real danger isn't the shape, it's the weather. This region is prone to massive North Atlantic storms, and so during high winds, these giant waves will frequently crash over the
you could have a free car wash.
Bridge deck, threatening to sweep vehicles into the icy sea.
No. What is that?
It is the oldest and longest teakwood bridge in the world, and it doesn't have a single handrail. Built around 1850, the Bein Bridge stretches 3/4 of a mile across a lake in Myanmar.
It doesn't look very high in the video, but you can see how small the people are. It's pretty high.
It is supported by over 1,000 wooden pillars, many of which are now rotting and detached from their bases. Thousands of people walk this narrow path every day, and with no railings to hold on to, a simple stumble can result into a fall into the water. During the rainy season, the lake rises to just inches below the floorboards, making the decaying wood even more unstable. Crossing this bridge puts you in a race against the clock whenever a hurricane is on the horizon. The 7-mile bridge in the Florida Keys is a marvel of engineering, but its history is written in disaster. The original bridge was partially destroyed by the Great Labor Day Hurricane of 1935, a storm that took the lives of over 400 people. While the new bridge is much sturdier, it remains one of the most terrifying places to be during a storm. Because it sits so low over the open ocean, it is completely exposed to hurricane-force winds and storm surges that can easily wash a car off the road. This bridge is suspended by just one single pylon hanging.
No. No. I would not walk on that. It's suspended by, yeah, it's hanging from threads. Nah, no.
2,170 feet above sea level. The Langkawi Sky Bridge is one of the most spectacular
It's very pretty though.
pedestrian bridges in the world, but its design is enough to trigger severe vertigo. It is a curved bridge that swings out over a deep mountain chasm. In 2012, the bridge had to be closed for 3 years for extensive structural strengthening because of concerns over its stability. Today it features glass floor panels so you can look directly through your feet at the hundreds of feet of empty air beneath you.
Oh, this is that the glass bridge where they have, you know, have you guys seen the videos where there's like a glass bridge and then they have like digital videos of like the glass breaking below you and people get so scared? I don't know how I would feel about that, but I remember when I was a child, we had a shopping mall right next to our home in Finland, and when you enter the shopping mall, the floor was like made out of stone, like dark stone, but it was very reflective, so it kind of looks like it's a huge drop because it reflects like everything that's above you. And I remember that when I was a child, I got super dizzy with the floor, so I would probably get really dizzy with that too. I don't know how I would feel about it. I've never seen a bridge like that, but I don't know.
For centuries, fishermen used this bridge to reach an island, but many visitors today are too terrified to even walk back. The Carrick-a-Rede rope bridge spans a 66-foot chasm 98 feet above jagged rocks and turbulent surf. It sways violently in the wind, and for a long time it only had one handrail. While it is much safer today with 2 handrails and mesh netting, the fear factor remains so high that many people who cross to the island find themselves unable to walk back across, requiring the local Coast Guard to rescue them by boat. Bridges are meant to provide safety and convenience, but as we've seen, some of them offer anything but. Which of these would you be brave enough to cross? Let us know in the comments down below. For now, I've been your host, Johnny Rogers, and I'll see you on the next one.
Yeah, these were all pretty bad, honestly. I think the worst one is this one because it looks like it's just gonna fall. Like it's not even straight up. Yeah, I don't know how I would feel about that one. This is okay. I mean, if it's not stormy, I could do that. I don't mind that. But these should not even be anymore. That does not look safe. Either way, guys, thank you so much for joining me for this video. I really hope you liked it. Please leave a like, subscribe if you haven't yet. Let me know if you have vertigo when you're up high, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.